And I know you're working on a lot of different projects right now, and the Sex Geekdom, and Desire Map, and Teen Empathy. And I'm just wondering, what would you like to share with us today that you're working on that you're super excited about?
Oh, so many things.
Yes, I know. We talked a lot about all of them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll share a little bit about what Sex Geekdom is.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah. So Sex Geekdom is something that I started in 2012 when I was living in Australia, when I was toward the end of the time that I was a grad student there. And it basically started out of me wanting this thing to exist. Essentially Sex Geekdom is a international community for people like me who are geeky about sex. And there are Sex Geekdom hubs all over the world now. It started as just a meetup in Melbourne, Australia, where I invited all of the local sex geeks that I knew, like sex researchers, people who worked in public health, people who worked in sex toy retail, erotica writers, anyone that I knew that worked in a sex-related space, I invited to a meetup to come hang out and just have shared reality over wanting to have intellectual, meaningful discussions about sex. And people really liked it. Wow. And then it became kind of a thing. So now we have hubs all over the world. And it's really meaningful to me that this thing that I started is now inspiring these conversations that can happen in other places and, are being run by people who I've never met in real life, which is really kind of amazing to me.
So
we have a website, sexgeekdom.com.
Okay.
And on the find a meetup page at the bottom, there's directions on how to get the ball rolling to start a meetup. There's a survey that you do to get the ball rolling, like asking questions about what kind of a meetup you might want to start. And then we have an how to be an emissary guide. So we could call the people who run these meetups emissaries. And that's something that I created with the first beta tester emissaries. We put together this how to be an emissary guide based on their experiences of running successful meetups. So that's been something that's been useful to the new emissaries as they have rolled out their hubs.
Nice. Okay. And can you describe what does like a typical Sex Geekdom meetup look like? And like,
it's amazing.
Food? Is there what is it?
What's amazing about them is how diverse they are. So some of them are just like a happy hour style drinks where just, hey, sex geeks here and at this specific time at this bar, and they'll just meet up and know that you can have conversations about the latest research on non-monogamous relationships or chlamydia and know that nobody's going to think you're weird for talking about this stuff.
Got it.
Or sometimes they're more elaborate, like the Sex Geekdom Chicago people have been really enthusiastic about these sex geek themed scavenger hunts in the museums there.
Wow, that's a great idea. As a lover of scavenger hunts, I'm very into going to Chicago right about now.
Yeah, we did one in New York too. It was really, really fun. Some of the hubs have done trivia nights, or one hub did a knitting circle. Sometimes they do more educational style events or discussion groups around a particular topic.
Okay.
So they're all really different, and the part of our kind of philosophy is to give autonomy to the emissaries to kind of determine what their hub really wants, because it varies regionally.